Freedom Honor Flight takes local veterans to Washington, D.C. to see the memorials built in their honor and then brings them home to a hero's welcome.
The whole trip lasts just a day, but a group of women in our area are working hard to make sure memories are not the only thing veterans take away from the trip. News 8's Carrie Victor is just with the story. Carrie?
Well, for the last 2 honor flights, veterans have received a handmade reminder to take home with them. They're red, white, and blue pillowcases with USA embroidered on the edge. Volunteers are hard at work again preparing for the next flight, all with the hope that the pillowcases will serve as each vet's personal memorial, reminding them every day of just how appreciated they are. Three Sisters Quilting in Coon Valley is alive with the sound of women hard at work.
Today we are sewing 100 pillowcases to be given to the veterans that will be on the September 22nd Freedom Honor Flight.
The Patriotic pillowcases, complete with a personal thank you letter to each vet, are the brainchild of Jeannie Bush.
One of the things that I thought was, wouldn't it be neat if they were greeted with something to put their head on that night to remind them that they are valued, they are cherished, and what they gave for America will never be forgotten.
It's a thought that Bush's father, a prisoner of war in World War II, engraved in her mind.
He often said that when he was in prison camp, he made a bargain with God that if he got out alive, he would spend his life in... that he would spend his life in service to America. And he taught all of us that we must give back to our communities.
So she organized a volunteer effort and gathered about a dozen women to spend their day sewing the pillowcases.
This project, in some minds, may seem very small,
but for World War II vet Adolph Brown, it's a very big gift.
A reminder. Yeah, I keep, every time we're crawling to bed, I see it, and I think about all these things too. These wonderful thoughts.
He went on last spring's Freedom Honor Flight, and while he couldn't make the day last forever, the pillowcase keeps the memories alive.
I use it all the time.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah. I've even washed it.
I said, do you use yours? And he says, every day. And then I take it off and I wash it and I put it right back on.
If there's any way I could help, I would do that too.
There's stories of thanks like these that make the day of work all worth it to the women.
Veterans appreciate it, and they have said in the number of times that we've done this and gotten letters and that back, how much they appreciate it. It means a lot to them. By volunteering, it all comes back to, it's a very, very warm, wonderful feeling, and for me, it's the best tribute to my father.
This is the 3rd flight the women will be handing out pillowcases to the veterans.
All right, thank you, Carrie. This is such a great story on so many levels.
Absolutely. Beautiful pillowcases, such a neat reminder for those veterans.
All the fabric was donated by a couple on the Freedom Honor Flight board.
The rest of the materials are all donated by the volunteers themselves.